journalists detained by Russia taking off from Turkey, heading to the United States. Smiles all around on the plane. Their families speaking to them from the Oval Office with President Biden. The president calling it a feat of diplomacy and thanking America's allies who helped make it all possible. Gershkovich, the Wall Street Journal reporter, detained for nearly a year and a half, recently convicted of spying in what the U.S. called a sham trial. Jubilation in his newsroom today. Whelan, the retired Marine, held for nearly 6 years, repeatedly left out of earlier prisoner swaps. Mary Bruce from the White House, how it all came together, and what Paul Whelan's brother told me in our exclusive television interview. The gold rush at the Summer Games and the history made. Simone Biles proving why she's called the greatest of all time. Katie Ledecky breaks another all-time record in the pool. Maggie Rowley with late details from Paris. The race for the White House. Donald Trump doubles down on his attacks on Vice President Harris, questioning her racial identity. Rachel Scott reporting. The stunning new details about the assassination of a top Hamas leader while he was visiting Iran, as Tehran weighs its response. And the extreme heat grips most of the country. 170 million Americans under heat alerts.
Praise Jesus.
From ABC News World Headquarters in New York.
This is the burn.
Tonight with David York. Thanks for joining us on this
Hi,
Thursday
David.
night. I'm Whit Johnson in for David, and we begin tonight with that historic prisoner exchange. At this hour, several Americans are on their way home after a landmark multinational deal involving the U.S., Russia, and other American allies. President Biden celebrating what he described as a feat of diplomacy. 24 prisoners changing hands, the White House calling it the most complicated swap in history. 3 Americans and a green card holder now heading to the U.S., including former Marine Paul Whelan and Wall Street Journal reporter Evan Gershkovich. The exchange months in the making. The prisoners flown from Russia to Turkey, then handed off to U.S. officials. Vladimir Putin turning over 16 prisoners, getting 8 back in